This is a story about Stephanie Brown, the Robin that we've never really discussed before, so stay tuned to the end of this video where we go over some controversial subjects on the character itself. No, I think the franchise is in a good place. Frieza is acting like a classic villain. Not nearly on the power levels of Goku, sure, but he can always be a thorn in the Z Fighter's side, you know? Anyways...
Oh my god, are you Joey? The Joey from Comic Island?
Yes, person I've known for years. That's me.
Wow, you're the star and creator of the origins and bio for the 4 Robins video from Comic Island.
That's right, young man. One of our most popular videos detailing the origins of the 4 Robins.
And way better than any videos by any competing channels of a similar nature. Or is it?
Yes. What are you asking?
How dare you, sir?
What?
You motherfucker! You piece of shit!
Arden, that's very strong language, and this is a very strange energy that you're channeling.
Cuck! Virgin! Cuck! Motherfucker!
What's the meaning of this? What have I done to deserve such treatment?
In your 4 Robins video, you claim that there were 4 Robins, but there are actually 5 Robins. Damien was the 5th Robin, not the 4th.
Oh.
Explain! Liar! Explain yourself!
What?
Liar!
Explain! I wasn't lying!
Liar!
I was telling the story as was and is current canon, the New 52.
The New 52?
Well then, let's fix this once and for all. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, and check out our Patreon page to support the channel. So the story behind this lies in the history of Stephanie Brown's character. She was first introduced as a daughter of a villain called Cluemaster. When she discovered her father's villain ways, Stephanie became Spoiler, a vigilante and a love interest for the Robin at the time, Tim Drake. Stephanie proved a fan favorite character and took on a life of her own, until certain events put Tim in a fit of deep depression. This happens right around the same time that Tim's father discovered his identity as Robin, and so Drake gave up the mantle for a brief period. After a misunderstanding led Stephanie into thinking that Tim was cheating on her, she broke up with Drake and created a homemade Robin costume for herself. Batman initially accepted this, spending months training her and improving her costume. They worked together for only a short time, though, until Batman fired her after she disobeyed a direct order in the field. Stephanie then stole plans Batman had to take down the entire criminal network in Gotham City and attempted to enact it herself. The plan failed miserably and the entire city erupted into a gang war while Stephanie was brutally tortured and supposedly killed by the villain known as the Black Mask. This is where the controversy about whether or not Stephanie can be considered Robin stems from. Both in the fictional world of Batman and in the real world of the fan community, many people disagree whether or not she should count. On the one hand, it was a very short time where she was Robin, and the whole point of the storyline was that she wasn't very good at all, and got a lot of people killed. On the other hand, Stephanie is a valuable character that offered a lot, both before all of this when she was Spoiler, and after when her character eventually returned. She became Spoiler again, and later even Batgirl, developing a strong identity, and that is still felt till this day. Stephanie Brown has never been treated that fairly either. No monument or memorial was ever placed in the Batcave after her death, perhaps because her behavior was willfully reckless and there were some pretty bitter feelings about the whole affair. It is worth pointing out that Batman would say that she was every bit a Robin as his boys were, yet her character was erased from the New 52 and Batman's history entirely, and her character was reintroduced all over again without any of this history, because out of all of this, her character is difficult to follow, and technically, her time spent as a Robin has never happened in this new world ever since it was changed because of the Flashpoint event. This is why in both official DC canon and our 4 Robins video, we left Stephanie out. It wasn't anything personal, I just did it for the same reason I didn't include Carrie Kelly. Now, it is also worth pointing out that since the Robin War event, which you can check out right here, a lot of people have been calling themselves Robins at this point, and it is pretty fair to focus on the main 4, as they are the only ones who have consistently been Robin for multiple consecutive years, as opposed to Carrie Kelly and Stephanie Brown, who were only Robin for a handful of stories. The other issue is that, well, Stephanie shares a lot of common with Jason Todd. The whole point of her character at the time was that she wasn't a good fit for being Robin. So people tend to don't think of her as Robin at all. It's better to focus on her identity as Spoiler or Batgirl, because she was great as both of them while she failed at being a Robin in the worst possible ways. Stephanie is a special character because of all of this. The writer and editor of this video has a lot of love for her because she is flawed. For so many characters, the superhero work comes easy. It's almost a joke how good most are at fighting criminals and how easy it is for them to solve cases. But with Stephanie, you can feel the struggle, you experience her setbacks, everything she does is earned. And that makes her a very special character at heart, who really helped to define the tone of Batman and Robin and writing during the Tim Drake era. And that is the story behind Stephanie Brown. Alright guys, so I hope this cleared things up for you a little bit. It gets a little confused because of all the reboots and New 52, post-crisis. Different characters now have different identities. You got multiple different Supermans, even Batmans. And Stephanie Brown at this point, she has never been a Robin. So that being said, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and want to support us, check out our Patreon page, links in the description below. Thanks again, and please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in another Comic Island video.